Well, I know it's been a while, but I'm doing another boring video. Unless, of course, it's something you're interested in, and then I hope that the information I'm sharing is helpful. But, one of the reasons I want to talk about this is because, I was raised, sorry about that, I was raised in a way where everything was basically demonized. But things are a lot more simple than what we were told. The theory of opposites, for example, has 3 principles. And the first one is correlativity or correlativity. It's kind of hard to say, I don't know why. Each pair of opposites is neither contrary nor contradictory. They are related to their differences. And then there's, excuse me, and then there's degree relativity. That's the second principle. And that says that when one opposite is written, it implies the other. And that's because they're relative to one another. And the third and final principle for the theory of opposites is point of view relativity. And that says that both subjects can be opposites when considered from different points of view. Nothing can be absolute. So like, for something to be unreal, there has to be something that's real. Or vice versa. Okay, so let's go on. First thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about, if you've heard about the right hand path being good and the left hand path being bad, well, we're going to look at our hands. So in this illustration, this is like you're looking at your hands. So the right hand will be the red background and the left hand will be the blue background. I'll put that down there so that you know. Okay, now the blue is like cold and the red is hot. Now, right there, that's not anything negative, because when you balance the two, you have warm. Not hot, not cold, just right. That's the balance between the blue and the red. And blue and red can also symbolize spirit and body, time and space. I guess blue would be space. Now, you've heard as above, so below. Well, above would be the right hand and the left hand would be below. So every time you see like Baphomet or any of these other figures that are doing the sign with their arms of as above, so below, you'll see that the right hand is held up and the left hand is held down. Oh yeah, spirit and body. Also the blue is like space and the red would be time. Woman and man. So yeah, there's nothing evil so far. Night and day. Mother and father. Dark and light. So this is where the darkness and the light come into play. And I don't know about you, but I cannot sleep with the light on. And we don't want absolute light. You wouldn't be able to see anything with absolute light or absolute dark. So that's another thing that we just kind of want a balance in. So the red side on your right hand it is related to the sun. And on the left side, it's related to the moon. Day and night. Life and death. Well, death is highly symbolic, and that it's a renewing type of energy, because you have to get rid of the old to get to get the new in place. Okay, so the right hand is positive and the left hand is negative. Positive, negative. You cannot have positive without negative. Okay, and also on your right hand, that's like the summer months. And on your right hand would be the winter months, when everything is dormant. And also yin and yang is figured into there. See, yin is like all things that are negative, and yang is all things that are positive. And when that symbol is together, is combined into that circle, Pisces looking symbol, then that infers balance. Okay, now I put a 5-pointed star in here to show you that sometimes you will see a 5-pointed star, a pentagram if you will, and it will be upright or upside down. And people make a big to-do about that. All that pentagram is something that stands for the 4 elements. Fire, earth, wind, air, and water. And then the last point stands for spirit. And when it's pointed up, it's positive. When it's pointed down, when the point is down, it's negative. So it has more in common with the woman, with the feminine aspects. It's the same thing with the swastika that everybody hates. But every ancient culture used swastikas, and every culture today, every part of the world has a history with the swastika. Just because Hitler used it did not make it a bad symbol. So yeah, clockwise is on the right and counterclockwise is on the left. Okay, and also you could say out would be on the right and in would be on the left, because the spirit, it's an inner thing. The body, you're very oriented to everything that's outside, everything that you see outside of yourself, everything that you hear outside of yourself. So that's why that would be that way, as well as the obvious reasons, feminine and masculine. I don't know what I just added there. Sorry about that. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but anyway, I wanted to point out some logos. I hear a lot of people talking about all these bad things in logos and music and stuff like that, but really the human mind understands symbols. Even if we don't recognize them with our thinking mind, symbols have been used since the beginning of time. And somewhere inside we do react to them, we do respond to them. And that's something that people who work in graphic design and who are making logos for the big people understand. So logos can be feminine, as you see the LinkedIn symbol, not only has the word in, which is a feminine word, but it's blue. Then you've got on the right hand, well, it would be your right hand, you've got the American Red Cross, which is like a plus sign, like a positive symbol. And it's in red. So that's masculine. And then here in the middle you see the Pepsi symbol. It's got both red and blue, and it's kind of shaped like that Pisces symbol, showing a balance between the two. Okay, and this slide, it's still with the right hand over here, just like you're looking at your own hands. The right hand path. And you see there's a pentagram there. It has a man standing upright in it. And it's got some different ideas that are associated with the right hand path. Light, evident, active, expelling, masculine. And this is actually something I took from the Church of Satan. Don't be shocked. But it's the true information. And the left hand path, which it's on this side with your left hand, and you see it's got the downward pointed pentagram with Baphomet's head in it, and that is being. So being, becoming, the things associated with the left hand are darkness, hidden, so like the occult. Passive absorbs feminine, and occult just means hidden. It's not a evil word. Evil is just something in our minds that's kind of been created by fear. I'm not really into fear. We'll talk a little bit more about Baphomet real quick. Baphomet, a lot of people think is Satan. And it's really very silly that they think that. And I'll admit that at one time, I guess I thought that too, because of the way I was taught. But in further investigation, I come to find out that actually it is a symbol that represents all four elements, as well as the negative and positive. The goat features of Baphomet represent the earth, and the wings represent air. Baphomet has a torch on its head, and that represents fire. And you see right here there's like scales. That is the water aspect, but also down below Baphomet it seems like there's a surface of shimmering water. Now, Baphomet has both a phallus and a set of breasts, because both sexes are represented. And that's because Baphomet is actually a symbol of balance in all things. And this is the thing. I just see so many people really into that, oh, this is satanic and this is bad. Well, you know what? This Satan stuff isn't real. This is all man-made stuff. Everything has a negative aspect, but that doesn't make it bad. I'm glad when nighttime comes. I enjoy seeing the moon. I am a woman. I don't think I'm better than men, but I think that I'm just as important as they are. And these are the things that are wrapped up in the symbology that I'm talking about here. What we've done, though, is we've flipped. So now we're talking about the I guess if you're looking at the left side and the right side, okay? So, actually, Baphomet, a lot of people think it's proof that Baphomet is Satan because he's also the goat of Mendes. I think it's Mendes. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. My Spanish self wants to say Mendez, but I know that's not right. But the truth is that the goat of Mendes is a city, an ancient city in Egypt. But its real name was Jedet, or Per Benebjedet. And Benebjedet was the name of the ram god. And the ram god was the god of arbitration. You know what arbitration is? If you don't, please look it up. But if you go to some place that does arbitration, basically they're going to help you to get along, or figure out something that works for both of you. But he was the god that tried to intercede between Horus and Set. And, Horus is the sun, and Set is like the sunset, the end of the day. So they're always, Horus and Set are constantly doing battle. And Benebjedet was the one who tried to be the voice of reason. So there again, it's a balanced view. So yes, I think that Baphomet is related to the goat of Mendes, but the whole idea that means that it's Satan is ridiculous. And I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but it's kind of childlike. It's nice to learn this stuff. Just because I know does not mean that I am Luciferian, or that I am worshiping, Satan, or that I'm worshiping Baphomet. I'm just saying that sometimes you have to look into things and really learn what it's about, just to diffuse the fear, because it's very superstitious, really, and silly, and mankind really is not going down a good road by still believing these things. I mean, come on. We make fun of cavemen and old ancient cultures that supposedly were so superstitious, but look at us in this modern day and age where we're demonizing symbols and saying, oh, it's Satan, and we're demonizing each other, and we're demonizing the music industry and all these things. We just can't even relax. It's ridiculous. Anyway, that's what I came in here to talk about, was that it's really very simple. And the Dodge Ram, the Dodge symbol, if you look at it, you can see Baphomet's head in it. Now, I'm not going to show that to you right now because I don't want to look for it, but I see it every time I see the Dodge symbol. I used to think it was bad, but now I think, it's actually pretty good. So anyway, that's all I have to say, and look this stuff up yourself. You don't have to believe me. Just, do some research, unbiased research, and find out what's going on, and don't demonize even the Church of Satan, because, they're just people trying to find their path, just like everyone else. We're all just people. And calming down and realizing that would probably be the most balanced way, and the way that would bring the most peace to the earth. Okay? So talk to everybody later. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Bye.